We'll start with the highlight of the day and go over the trading system. The 50K was up on the day by 475. One trade, not this trade in crude oil. This crude oil trade was in the 200K. The 200K was down about minus 2,700. This was the highlight of the day. This crude oil trade hitting its profit target. But we had a lot of strategies get stopped out, stop running type price action. Challenging. We were right on the direction on many trades, getting stopped out. So let's go over those. Let's look at soybeans for one. We had grains day trader 3 was a strategy we're trading the 200K portfolio, and we had this trade early on. We were long, stopped out here. The market traded slightly lower and then jumped about $3,000 per contract to its high point from the lows of the day and then pulled back. So this would have been profitable had we had a little bit larger stop loss. So disappointing to see that. Some news on crops for soybeans came out, and then we had the ES strategy. We had the 60-minute breakout short, came in here, almost stopped out, but hit its profit target. Then we had two more trades on the day that we took in this. Got short. There was a good short trade. Market bounced. Got short again. Market bounced. Same narrative as always. We see this every time the market sells off. The market will sell off and then they'll prop it up. And no more selling. The selling is done right here. And this is kind of new this year. It's kind of, the market does this sometimes, but it doesn't always do this. But it doesn't just stop selling off after the first hour or two, where it's kind of propped up and held up. And so I anticipate further selling tomorrow. When we get this propping price action, we see these downtrends now where the market sells off, it's propped up, and then it sells off and it props up, sells off and props up, but not a lot of selling. When the market trends down, it's very choppy, and when it goes up, it's very smooth. And so that is what we're seeing right now, this chop in the stock indexes. Stock indexes have been very good for us in October, but towards the end of November, they're very, very choppy with this pullback, end of October, beginning in November. So that was a 60-minute breakout short here. The optionals, looking at these kind of backwards today. Again, soybeans, day trader 3. We did not trade the SR CounterTrend II. Euro currency, minus 206.25. Copper, no trades on the day. Silver, no trades. Gold, we have SR CounterTrend 3 was a highlight for us today. We traded that in the 50K and 200K. Plus 475 on the day. And Asia Gold 4 regular version was up on the day, hitting its profit target. The 2020 version did not trade. That would have been a good trade. Gold reversal, it was down on the day, minus 915. We had this long trade yesterday, went short, reversed to long, reversed to short. Real choppy in here. And then finally, trend kind of is in a smooth trend mode now, and that's why the SR CounterTrends captured those trades. So maybe gold will normalize in its price action, seeing Asia Gold 4 and SR CounterTrend 3s hitting their profit targets today. RBOB, no trades. Natural gas, no trade. Crude oil, this is the only trade we had in crude oil. So we had some long trades also that were stopped out, and that was, I anticipate that. What's challenging are this EVP trade over here on the short side. We got short and market rallied and stopped out, and then it rolled over. So these are the stop running trades I'm talking about, is when the market sells off and then it counter trends until you're out of your shorts, and then it continues its selling. So minus, then we got a long trade at the end. The EVP's really done poorly lately. Minus 1240 on EVP 1 on the day. 60-minute breakout A, one of our top strategies, minus 525. 60-minute breakout B, minus 2570, minus 2570 on a new version of that. And VSD in Q long only, minus 740. VSD long short up on the day, plus 885. We're not trading these two strategies. A lot of these strategies we're not trading. We go over all the strategies that we're tracking though as well. Gap continuation, big stop loss, minus 725. Viper 2008, minus 1410. And let's go over the NASDAQ 1 setup. SR CounterTrend 2 stopped out, buying the dip, and just sliced down we had a gap up, and then it sold off, so we filled the gap, and then it just was propped up. Oftentimes we see gap down, continuation, and chop. We see a gap up, roll over, fill the gap, and then chop. And so that's SR CounterTrend 2 V2 1M minus 825, 5M minus 825, and then the 15M plus 475. SR CounterTrend 2 minus 825, and ES2 minus 375, and ES. We had adaptive moving average minus 1225. Night Trader hitting its profit target again. It's been on a streak here lately. Let's take a look at Night Trader. It's been sideways. This is going back about a year, and it's sideways on the year. But let's look at the trade list, recent trade list. So this is bullish to me when the market goes up at night. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 winners in a row on Night Trader. We're not currently trading that. We're trading the VSD version, so about 11 winners in a row on Night Trader. And we'll see if that continues. So break even over the past 14 months or so on Night Trader. After hours ES minus 162.50, 60-minute breakout minus 187.50, and those are the trades on the day. Once again, very frustrating to see some of these strategies have what feels like a stop run. In the E-mini S&P, it was a 60-minute breakout short, and in the NASDAQ, it was this EVP trade right here, as well as the gap continuation big stop loss trade right here, short, rallies, and then rolls over. It did trade a little bit higher than our stop loss several times, but this is a market that's extremely volatile after it sells off and chops. It gets choppy after it sells off. It doesn't continue anymore. And so to me, this is bullish long term, even though we're getting some selling short term, which I want to talk about NASDAQ 25,000. Even though we get these sell-offs, I anticipate additional sell-offs in the market, even bigger pullbacks, but I still think longer term there's so much liquidity in this market that we're headed higher. I want to invite you to my webinar tomorrow, NASDAQ 25,000. Trading the NASDAQ to 25,000. We're going to go over that tomorrow right after the market closes. We're going to talk about why I think the NASDAQ could go to 25,000 like a meme stock, why it's important to take advantage of this move. How to trade the NASDAQ to 25,000. We're going to go over some strategies for that. And how to trade if it crashes. We're going to go over automated trading systems, 5 top automated trading systems, and an option strategy you could employ if you wanted to. This is going to be free training on option strategies, and we can take a look at that as well. So right after the market closes tomorrow, be sure to sign up and register on the homepage, capstoneTradingSystems.com.